Don't go back into that place before you find out what's true. The answer's in the palm of your hand, the awakening of what's in you. Don't leave your destiny behind before you learn that which is real. The veils of illusion, we're blind. Don't miss this chance to feel. Sweet are the words like a water falling into you. I can hear you calling unto me deep in the garden of your heart. Sweet are the words like a water falling into you. I can hear you calling unto me deep. I hear you calling out my name. I feel the morning once again. I know you open up my heart. I love you. Sweet are the words like a water falling into you. I can hear you calling unto me deep in the garden of your heart. I hear you calling out my name. I feel the morning once again. I know you open up my heart. I love you. I love you. I love you. Lovely eternal, you are purely a joy to behold. I am a child of yours and I bask in the love that you hold. You are completeness in the lives you choose to adorn. You are the sweetness in the voices of those twice born. Beautiful winter's night, can you feel the still in the cold? You are the moonlight and the beacon in my soul. Saved me from delusion. You stole my pain away. You made this world a playground. Now we play the ages fades away. You bathed us in your ocean. You taught us how to love, expanding our devotion. Now we fly, we don't try, we fly like doves. You say love me and nothing will hurt you anymore. Just leave all your nightmares and your worries at the door. I'll give you wings so you may rise above your desires. I'll make you pure to help you heal your wounds from the fires. Your silence is louder than any devices of our own. So we surrender to these gentle seeds you have sown. La la la, la la la. Thank you. Well, this song is about Shrimataji's visits to America. Nothing can stop us now in this dawn of our arise. Your weapons of silence are alive behind our eyes. No longer tortured by the forces of control. We are united in your universal soul. In these precious years before salvation has arrived, we are the first to catch your wave and come alive. The battle for righteousness begins at your command. O Queen of the universe, will you come and save our land? So many are lost who must be found and shown your way. For in this 11th hour is the dawning of your day. Do you know this? This is just C to G. You just play what you feel. Turn our faces to the wind and be surrounded by your love. You are all we're thinking of. Soaring high above the plain, now your refrain. You're giving all you have to give. You take us all to where you live. Anything you want and more. When you make it through the door. Mother, we have heard your call. You are here before us all to find the love inside you hid for all to find when you would call. Here we are with you again, little leaflets in the wind. Your lips saving us from our disgrace, to see the beauty of your face. Anything you want and more. When you make it through the see that one? The one you wrote. Oh, before I wrote that. It's called "The Dawning of Your Day." That song. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What's that? Yeah.
This is a song called "Somewhere," and it's about seekers of truth and their transformation when they see Sri Mataji's face. There he stands alone, the end of a day. He could take something to make his pain go away. Numb his body and tell himself he's alright. Struggle up feelings he has inside. He's been looking for something, he don't know what it is. To fill the emptiness he calls the abyss. Now he's weary and tired of dead ends. This is the final message he'll send, but his heart knows that all of the love we give, and all of the time we live, all of the stories told, the universal soul, all of the dreams we share must be out there somewhere. Somewhere. The face she sees in the mirror, it won't go away. Dreams she held so dear are not the ones she's living today. The key she uses to unlock all of her doors are not the ones she needs, something more. And her heart knows that all of the love we give, and all of the time we live, all of the stories told, the universal soul, all of the dreams we share must be out there somewhere. Somewhere. Somewhere, yeah. Somewhere. Amidst fires, floods, and confusion, there's only one illusion you need to see through. Amongst all of the choices, there's only one voice that you need to know. And their hearts know that all of the love we give, and all of the time we live, all of the stories told, the universal soul, all of the dreams we share must be out there somewhere. Somewhere. Somewhere, yeah. Somewhere. Somewhere, yeah. Gotta find it. He stands transformed now, he's seen her face. She stands transformed now, she's seen her face.
This is pretty simple. I want to say something. I play in this famous band, Counting Crows, and I just want to say that Counting Crows started about 4 years ago, and I've been doing SahajaYoga for 10 years. So I don't want anyone to think that I became successful and then went shopping for some spirituality, because SahajaYoga came first for me. The shepherd of my soul, you are between, you are the one who makes me whole, my father and mother, you are the comforter within, my sister and brother. I can no longer live in sin, and I want to leave the illusions of my mind. You are the key. You are the singer, creation rejoices at your song. You are the bringer, I've wanted to be for so long. You are my queen, you are the shepherd of my soul, you are between, you are the one who makes me whole, you are my queen, you are my queen.
To you, greetings from Mayor Shirley Dean, who was unfortunately unable to share the evening with you. But I would like to read for you this proclamation to greet you to our city. Whereas the city of Berkeley feels greatly honored to welcome Her Holiness Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, whose contributions through her discovery of SahajaYoga have helped to uplift and enlighten humanity. And whereas in recognition of her work, this world-renowned humanitarian, peacemaker, and spiritual leader has received numerous awards. In 1993, she was inducted as an honorary academician of the St. Petersburg Academy of Art and Science, joining the ranks of only 11 others to be granted this honor, including Albert Einstein. Sri Mataji was an honored guest at the 4th World United Nations Conference on Women in 1996 and this year's World Philosophers Conference in India. And whereas Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi was born in 1923 in a hill town in the very center of India and spent much of her childhood in the ashram of Mahatma Gandhi. As a young woman, she played an active role in India's struggle for independence from British colonial rule. After independence was won, she studied medicine and psychology, later marrying Sir C.P. Srivastava, who served as Secretary General of the United Nations Maritime Organization for almost 2 decades. The American spirit of respect for human dignity and freedom is realized in her life's work. The development of a method now known as SahajaYoga, which seeks to free mankind from all gross and subtle slavery. People from over 65 nations have broken the barriers of race, religion, age, and social status through integrating her teachings. And whereas an unsurpassed master, Sri Mataji awakens the subtle mothering energy within us that grants peace, satisfaction, love, and a deeper meaning to existence. Thousands have found relief from health problems, addictions, and mental or emotional imbalances after practicing SahajaYoga meditation. Doctors at the newly founded SahajaYoga Clinic in India have helped people from all parts of the world to heal themselves through expert knowledge of Sahaj techniques. And whereas she has devoted her life to establishing peace within individuals and nations through her extraordinary powers to educate, inspire, and love. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Shirley Dean, Mayor of the City of Berkeley, do hereby proclaim June 18th, 1997 as Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi Day in the City of Berkeley, and join with all of our community in thanking this visionary leader for her dedicated service to humanity. Signed, Shirley Dean, Mayor of Berkeley.
Thank you very much. Very good.
It's a pleasure.
Hello. Friends and some new friends, but perhaps best of all, I see friends that I've yet to meet, as I like to say. Kindred souls, thank you for attending. And first of all, I'd like to thank my kind hosts, Gary and Ursula Doring, for their generous hospitality. I'd also like to thank Yogi Mahaj for the reason why we're all gathered here today. Her Holiness, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. I had the great privilege and honor of meeting Sri Mataji in India last October while attending the International Philosophers Meet in Pune. And it was my first trip to India. It was an overwhelmingly positive experience, and for those of you who've never gone, go. You'll love it. My short stay in India reinforced my belief that, as the ancient philosopher Plato once said, travel is the best form of education. From India flows forth a very rich spiritual history, spiritual traditions that the world has ever produced. 3 of the major religions germinated in the fertile cultural soils of India. So it should come as no great surprise that we are drawn today to one of India's citizens as one of the world's great spiritual teachers. With the advent of Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, a new era started. On May 5th, 1970, she rediscovered SahajaYoga, which was originally described in the Markandeya Puran ages ago to awaken the primordial energy, the Kundalini. Sri Mataji has had a direct experience of the cosmic consciousness and achieved the opening of the subtle Sahasrara chakra, or the head chakra, which Yogi talked about earlier today. With this awakening, it was possible for Sri Mataji to give mass self-realization to thousands of people in different parts of the world. I recently became an American citizen, as a matter of fact, last week. And although I've grown up here most of my life, I have been a Swedish citizen, but I tend to think of myself as an American. And sometimes, as Americans, we're like the horse which can be led to water, but cannot be made to drink. As Americans, we collectively tend to put our faith in technology and business. After all, it was the atomic bomb which put an end to the World War II and the dictators which started it. It's the automobile which gives us the personal freedom to go anywhere we want, anytime we want. And it was the American technology which put a man on the moon. And we're busy people. We have important jobs to do and many things to do and not much time to do them in. Blah, 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 blah. So why would Americans possibly want to practice an ancient spiritual teaching from India, brought to America by Her Holiness, Sri Mataji? This is a rhetorical question, and it's probably best answered by the learned scholars and philosophers. But what if the SahajaYoga and teachings of Sri Mataji could transform people through self-realization? What if SahajaYoga and the teachings of Sri Mataji could activate the primordial energy of the Kundalini and the psychic serpent coiled 3.5 times at the base of the spine, which rises up through the spinal cord and flows out through the crown of the head, could transform people's lives? What if the violence and death and destruction that happens every day in our cities became a thing of the past? What if people could practice, or people could live longer, healthier, happier lives, more productive lives, simply by practicing SahajaYoga and the teachings of Sri Mataji? What if there was a religion without dogma, without theology, without priestcraft, without tithing, a religion without religious wars, a religion without religious fundamentalism? What if there was a religion without hate, without fear, and without guilt? What if there was a practice that offered only the cosmic bliss of divine love and asked nothing in return? What if human beings have evolved from lower forms of life, and that we are still evolving, but rather than evolving our physical bodies, we're evolving into a higher state of consciousness, an evolution of our brain and central nervous system? What if the survival of our species, Homo sapiens, and the survival of our varied and beautiful ecosystems, and the survival of life as we know it on planet Earth depended on this evolution of human consciousness? What if the thousands of generations of biological Darwinism required for biological evolution, that the human consciousness of evolution could take place over the course of a lifetime? Or what if the evolution of human consciousness could take place in an afternoon? What if the simple act of SahajaYoga could create a profound harmonizing effect on society and individuals that created effortlessly greater happiness, peace, and quality of life? What if there was a great spiritual teacher before you? Would you listen? Would you hear? Would you be open to the great possibilities that may be bestowed upon you? The answer to all of these questions is that it can happen and is happening. Her Holiness Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi and her teaching of SahajaYoga is a gift to all of you and all of humanity. It is a gift of cosmic consciousness that comes from the power of self-realization. Thank you.
I bow to all the seekers of absolute truth. At the very outset, I have to say that truth is truth. This absolute truth cannot be changed because it is absolute. It cannot be transformed It cannot be explained because it cannot be described. Truth has to be experienced. It's an experience. In Sanskrit language, we have a word called Veda, comes from the word Vida. Vida means to know on your central nervous system. Like I can feel this. In the same way, you must know the truth on your fingertips. Bodha, also from where the word Buddha has come, is that enlightenment you have to feel it on your central nervous system. So this absolute truth is what it was and is and will be. But I would request you not to believe me, because this blind faith has caused so much trouble to us. All the people are fighting all over the world with this blind faith. They believe in this and they believe in that, believe in that. This kind of faith is not going to help us. We have to feel it ourselves and experience it. Unless and until you experience, please don't have faith in me or in SahajaYoga. Very important it is to understand that this absolute truth is beyond your mind. We think no end of our mind. And all those who came from my country as well as from your own country to deceive you and make money out of you have used their mind very well. And your mind could not detect it. Even today they are there. So for you to see what is the truth, you must know that you cannot purchase it with money. This is very difficult to digest. Many people told me in America, Mother, you can never be successful, you cannot get people, because they just believe that the person who doesn't take money has no validity. My experience was so horrible. In Boston, they asked me in the television, how many Rolls Royces you have? I have none. I said, my husband has only one car. So you are not in the business? No. Then they said, we cannot. We are sorry. You have to be in the business. So all these mental acrobats that have been going on in this country, I've been hoping to come to Berkeley. That everybody told me that Berkeley is a place where there are people who are truly seeking the truth and they are revolutionary. They do not accept anything that is just established. Imagine after so many years, 27 years, I am coming to Berkeley where I was really very anxious to come. So now, the time has come that we have to know the truth. We have to know the absolute truth. I call it as a blossom time, because I find there are so many seekers of truth all over the world. And this time has come for these flowers to become the fruit. Very simple thing to understand, that this is done by a power within you, as explained to you. Whether you believe it or not, it is there. This power has to be awakened, that's all. It's a very simple thing, journey of 3 to 4 feet, that's all. But such a simple thing people don't want to accept. If you say eat this way, they'll say no, why not this and this way? Because of this mind. This mind is the one which has created real problems for us. I'm told some gentleman is making big money by telling that how to project this mind here and a project mind there. It's like a cocoon. In a cocoon, you dash here and dash there. You have to get out of it. When they said you have to be born again, clearly, that doesn't mean that you put a signboard here, born again. No. Born again means something has to happen to your consciousness, to your awareness. You have to be truthful about it. How can you be satisfied with something which is not the truth? So what is the truth? Truth, if you understand, is not this body, this mind. These emotions, these thoughts and this ego, but it is that you are the pure spirit. You are the pure spirit. You have to become the pure spirit, that's all. This is what is the second birth. In the Bible, Christ has said you have to be born again. In every religion it is said that you have to be born again. In Sanskrit language, to a realized soul they call it a dvijaha. Dvihi jayati satya, means who is born twice. And they call a bird also as dvijaha because it is in an egg state and then it becomes a bird. There has to be a complete transformation. If you see the problems of our age, there are many. But the main is this, that human beings are to be transformed. They have to be transformed beyond this mind. This mind is created by us through our conditionings and our ego. Just like you create computer and then you become slave of that computer. In the same way, this mind is also working. So it's said that you have to go beyond this mind. When you go into the realm of divinity, then you can watch your mind very clearly, how it works, what it does, where does it take you. This power of Kundalini really passes through 6 centers. The 7th center, it does not pass. 6 centers it passes into, pierces through the fontanelle bone area. And that's you connected to all-pervading power of divine love. We have never felt it before, we have never felt it. Christ's disciples have said that cool breeze of the Holy Ghost in the Quran is called as Ruh. In other Indian scriptures it is called as Param Chaitanya, Brahma Chaitanya. Everywhere it is described, this subtle power, which we do not feel normally, but which exists, which looks after us, which nourishes us, which thinks, which protects. Above all, it loves you. It's such a beautiful experience it is to be one with that divine power, which is created for us there. And please remember that God Almighty, who has created us, will not allow us to be destroyed. We may try level best to destroy ourselves, but He will not. And nobody should be under the fear that this world is coming to an end. There are many organizations which appreciate. This world is coming to an end, and for that we should give all our money to this organization, which will not come to an end perhaps. All these ideas, when they propound, and all these ideas they talk about, there's no proof of it. There's no sense in it. Like the other day, one family came to me and said that one gentleman was moving a pendulum, something sort of like that, and we followed him. We sold our house, we took out our children from the school. I said, what's gone wrong with America? We have no brains to understand. How can we expect such a nonsense as that? But they did, and now they are in trouble. So many people have looted you because you don't know what to expect of a person who is spiritual. How can you purchase your guru? He's not your servant. If you understand this point, I tell you half of them will run away and so many will just close their doors. So I must tell you, in SahajaYoga, don't have to pay. And if you think that you have to pay, then I must say that it's not going to work out. Money is created by human beings, not by the divine. So when this Kundalini rises, passes through 6 centers, these 6 centers are responsible for our physical, mental and emotional being, and also the spiritual being. When they go into jeopardy, then this Kundalini, when she rises, she integrates them, she nourishes them, and connects them to that power which is all the time flowing within us. One may say, how are we to believe that there is this power? Now look at these flowers. Look at these flowers. Say, have you ever thought what a miracle it is? These flowers of different colors, of different nature, of different fragrance are brought in. By whom? You ask a doctor who runs your heart, he'll say it is autonomous nervous system. So you ask him, who is this auto? Who is this auto who is running my heart? Who is digesting my food? He cannot answer because he has no answer. But you can find the answer. You can find the answer to your quest. It's not going to be difficult at all. This one should understand. It is Sahaja. Sahaja means, Saha means with and Ja is born with you. You have the right, you have a birthright to have your self-realization, your enlightenment. Because you are born in this Kali Yuga, in these modern times, it's already predicted that at this time only people who are seeking God or seeking the truth will one day find it during this special time. That's why they call it an Aquarius age. But coming to the point, what happens to you? What should happen to you? First and foremost thing happens to you is that if you have any physical ailment, you get cured. You do get cured. We have a hospital in India where they have recorded many patients have been cured of very difficult and incurable diseases. Because you go to the basis. Supposing you want to treat a tree and start treating the leaves, it won't work out. You have to go to the roots. So what I'm talking to you about the roots on which our life depends. This is the first thing that happens, that your physical being is cured. And the second thing is that you become a very peaceful person. The modern problem of stress and strain is understood because, as you see there, that there are two channels, which one brings the ego, another brings the superego. From both the sides, they cover your head. And all your worries, all your problems get stuck up there. They don't know how to get out of it. But once the Kundalini opens you, stress and strain is all finished. I'll explain the other way. If you are thinking, the waves of thought rise and fall, and we are jumping on the cusp of these thoughts, actually we think of the past or the future. We cannot think of present, this moment. We cannot make our attention stand at the present. So, we are not with the reality, because reality is with the present. But once these thoughts are elongated by Kundalini, a space is created. In Sanskrit they call it vilamba, means pause. And in that state, you become, again I say you become. It's no lecture, nothing, it is just happening. That you become absolutely silent within, thoughtlessly aware, which Jung has also described. You just become thoughtlessly aware. When you are thoughtlessly aware, you are absolutely peaceful within yourself. Absolutely. People are giving awards for peace and this and that for peace and organizations for peace, but themselves are not peaceful. They have no peace within themselves. How can they emit peace? Such a person who has become peaceful within emits peace, creates peace, and lives a life of complete peace and non-violence. This peace is so powerful that it protects you. It protects you. As soon as you see a crisis, you become silent. And then the nourishment comes from this peace that you have. And you are amazed how problems get solved, because this peace is blessed by this all-pervading divine power. So the first thing that happens to your awareness is that you become a peaceful personality. In that state, all these ideas of race and nations and religion and all that, they just vanish. You really become a religious person, really. In the sense you don't do anything wrong, you don't harm anybody. I don't have to tell you, don't, no. It just happens. At that stage, people just drop all their bad habits. I don't want to name them, because you may not like. But just happens to you that you become so peaceful, so satisfied, that you don't want to take to anything. Just, it happens automatically, because you become peaceful, and that you are now enlightened. But when the Kundalini passes through your fontanelle bone, then a new awareness comes into, which is the collective consciousness. Collective consciousness means you can feel the other on your fingertips. You can feel the chakras of others on your fingertips, whether that person is dead, living, or maybe away from. You can feel it. Very nicely you can understand what's wrong with that person is. Now anybody who comes from jail from India and wears what you call saffron clothes, immediately everybody will go at his feet. They don't know how to find if this man is a thief or a crook. No way. But as soon as you are a realized soul, you can feel it on your fingertips. You might get little burning. You might get little tingling. And immediately if you decode it, what is in SahajaYoga, you'll be amazed how you will find out what sort of a person that will be. Also you can feel your own chakras, your own centers. Some of them are in jeopardy. So the Kundalini comes back again and again and tries to cure it. And when it cures, then you become so sensitive, very sensitive. You can feel what's wrong with yourself and with others. And you know how to cure yourself. You can cure yourself. Nobody has to tell you how to cure. Without spending a single pie, you can do it. But despite that, people are thinking that, no, let us see something else might be there. You go to somebody like that, immediately you can feel that this man is a crook. He doesn't have the truth with him. But you have to establish yourself. Hardly takes about a month or so to absolutely become established SahajaYogi. Now you have powers to raise the Kundalini of others, to cure others, because this power of love, which is above everything else, always makes you a very generous personality. You want to help others, and you find solutions how to help others. You just do not accept anything because you know what is right and what is wrong, what is absolute truth. On your fingertips, you can feel the absolute truth. You take 10 small children and tie up their eyes if they are realized souls. They will always tell the same thing. Supposing they say that this finger is catching, that means this fellow has got a heart trouble. If you ask him, have you got a heart trouble? Yes, but how do you know? And everybody will see the same thing. Everybody will know the same thing. There's no question of quarreling, fighting, or discussing or arguing. Everyone feels the same way. Everyone knows the same way. And why should they then quarrel or fight? They leave alone the war. When nobody is the other, when you are part and parcel of the whole, the macrocosm becomes the macrocosm, the microcosm becomes macrocosm. When you become part and parcel of the whole, why will you try? Why will you try to hurt another? Who is the other? Does one finger hurt another finger? The problem of war can be solved without any trouble if we have SahajaYogis in that area where there is a possibility of creating a war or creating a problem. The another problem is of moral, I think, degradation that we have. This moral degradation is not possible through any kind of discipline. You don't have to go to Himalayas to stand on your head and stand on one leg or do all kinds of exercises. It's not physical. But you become morally equipped. That's all within you. You'll be amazed that innocence cannot be destroyed. It cannot be destroyed. All right, some clouds can cover it, but it cannot be destroyed. And so this innocence starts acting, and you become an extremely moral person from every angle. Our society is finished. Why? Because our moral standards have gone down, our value system has gone. Suddenly you become a shining personality, a beautiful person who is living with ideals which look so distant and difficult. The one who is a realized soul, his attention, it's so powerful. Wherever he puts the attention, it works. Wherever he wants to bring forth change, it happens. I'm happy to know that in this place, you all believe in the change for the better. Transformation is the only way we can save this world. There's no other way out. And for that, this SahajaYoga is the only way we can do it. But that doesn't mean that you are not capable of getting it. Within a month, you become your own masters. You become your own masters. You have become masters of Kundalini, and you can raise Kundalini. I know there are people who have read a lot against Kundalini, saying that Kundalini does this and all that. For the last 27 years, I have been working on this Kundalini. I have not seen anybody suffering. No violence, no problem, no cases, nothing happened among surgeons. It is running in 65 nations. I must say Russia is much ahead. It's very surprising. Russian people are much ahead. I was amazed how they are so sensitive to truth. Perhaps maybe the atrocities of communism, they developed their depth and they got to SahajaYoga. Once they get realization, Russians are great SahajaYogis. It is not easy to explain why, but this is something good, that when democracy came, there only I could go, otherwise I could not have gone. But the way I saw the people there, I was amazed that how could these people be so sensitive. I didn't advertise too much and I didn't have many people there, nothing of the kind. And there were 2,000 in the hall because they are supposed to take tickets for the hall. And 2,000 outside. And they asked me, Mother, what about us? I said, all right, I'm coming back. They were still there. I said, all right, can you? You won't believe, 2,000 from inside, 2,000 from outside, and 2,000 were friends. And once they get realization, they settle down. They are not shifty by nature. They are not shifty people. If we are shifty, we can never mature. Think of a tree which is shifted all the time. So we lack in maturity and understanding. We shouldn't shift. Like if you find water in a particular place, particular spot, and you are digging a well, then go ahead with it. Don't go on digging all over the places. I call it as guru shopping. And this kind of a guru shopping has created lots of problems on your Kundalini. They have not given you anything. Gurus after gurus have come. In the year 1971, I came to America. And before coming, I told in India, in a very big gathering, the names of all these horrible gurus who have come and who are going to destroy the seekers. And these seekers are lost, so many are lost. So I have to make a humble request that you don't go on digging everywhere, but respect your self-realization, and grow into it. As a mother, what should I tell you? That I'm with you all the time. I love you all. But you love yourself and don't make a bizarre life of yours. There's such a beautiful future lying ahead of us. And why should we not enjoy when people all over the world are enjoying it? If this happens, I know in this Berkeley especially, I have great hopes. I don't know, I always felt very great about Berkeley because the first Sahaja in America was from Berkeley. He was a student here. And he was mad, seeking, like real mad. And then he saw one Indian boy, very clever, asked him, who is your guru? He said, I have no guru. No, you must be having, otherwise how can you have this temperament? Look at me, I'm so disturbed. You're not at all disturbed. How are you so peaceful? He said, sir, I don't know. I may be. So he entered into his room in the night, saw my photograph. He said, who is this? He said, this is my mother. He said, no. You tell me who is this. So he told him that this is the lady who is, I don't know if you should call her mother or anything, but she's the spiritual leader. She has given me self-realization. Next day he got a plane, and I mean how frantically was he came. And he came to London. London he came to my house and he asked me, I'm coming by train, how will I recognize you? I said, I will recognize you, don't worry. And I'm the only Indian lady there. He came down all the way from the station to my house. We were walking for 15 minutes. He was talking, telling me, very intelligent man, very intelligent. All kinds of books he has read, he's gone. I tell you, it's become like a library, confused. I said, what's this going on? I said, let him talk, let him tell, let him. That all happened in Berkeley. And he came down there. And he said, Mother, there are many like me. I said, ah. That's the reason I wanted to come to Berkeley. When he told me that there are many seekers in Berkeley. And I always thought I should go back. Then he wrote to some people here when he got his realization. But people would not care. He said they used to have arguments, big meetings, seminars, and here they are, not bothered about what I'm writing to them. I was so disappointed. Doesn't matter. But whatever it is now, I leave it to you to understand that there's a very great thing awaiting you, for which you don't have to pay at all, but you have to give some time to your self-realization. And that sometime is something that they will be having follow-on or something. Please go to that follow-on and learn this. You can master it. Not at all difficult to master this. If Russians could do it, why not you? Just think of it, that how much you can help your countrymen and the whole world. Americans are known for going all over the world to help, but now we need a self-help. We have to help ourselves. Last of all, there are many things which I could tell you what happens after Kundalini awakening. I mean, they used to write to me this miracle, that miracle, you know. So I asked one Englishman, I said, you better now write about them. So he said, within 1 month, all of them have come up to my head like this. You better select, Mother. I said, I have no time, so leave it as it is. So many things can happen to you, which will be very beautiful. And you'll meet with such beautiful people and experiences. All that is there, but above all, what happens to you is that you jump in the ocean of joy. Joy is something cannot be expressed. It is to be felt. Happiness and unhappiness are two sides of a coin, but joy is singular, and you enjoy everything. Everything you see, you enjoy. Everything you hear, you enjoy. life becomes so enjoyable and you become such an enjoyable personality. We have had all kinds of people coming to SahajaYoga, all kinds. And you'll be amazed how they are transformed and have become such beautiful people all over the world. May God give you wisdom. You have intelligence and also you have lots of understanding, but wisdom is something one should have. Without the wisdom, you cannot achieve spiritual heights. You are the pure spirit, but you have to ascend and dwell in that beautiful atmosphere of divinity, where the divine helps you, fully protects you, looks after you, guides you. So many things happen that you'll be amazed. Not by reading. By reading you are lost in the words. As Adi Shankaracharya said, Shabda Jalam, means in the web of words we are lost. We have to go beyond it. These words can at the most give some joy to your mind, but we have to really be there because you're real seekers and that's your right to have it. You have to get it. May God bless you all. It will hardly take 10 minutes for you to get your realization. Hardly 10 minutes, maybe even less. But first it used to take, you will be surprised, half an hour my hands used to break, raising their kundalini. But now it seems the awareness is quite a lot. It works very fast. So I would request you to be comfortable, just be comfortable. And you can take out your shoes, would be a better idea because this Mother Earth, she helps us a lot. You have to put both the feet apart from each other. There are two conditions, very simple. Very simple. The first condition is that you don't have to feel guilty. That means you must forgive yourself. Whatever has happened, now finished. What's the use of carrying that guilt? And the guilt in modern times is really, I must tell you, it's so superficial. Whatever is finished is finished. That is in the past. But if you feel guilty, then this center catches on the left-hand side, which is a very important center. And this center, for Americans especially, you will know later on why. But this center, when it catches, what happens to you? Firstly, that you get a disease called angina, where the heart cannot pump the blood for the brain. Then the second thing is that you might get spondylitis of a very severe type. Thirdly, you might get lethargic organs. So why carry this thing called guilt, which has no meaning, to torture yourself, to trouble yourself? Those who do not torture others, they torture themselves. The second condition is also simpler. Because this center is like this, very, very, you see this how? It cannot open. So, to open this, you have to forgive others. Many say it's very difficult to forgive. Whether you forgive or don't forgive, what do? You do nothing. But by not forgiving, you torture yourself. And the one who has given you the trouble is enjoying nicely. And while you are torturing yourself. This center is very important because I told you it's very constricted. So you have to just forgive. Forgive everyone. Just say in your heart, I forgive everyone. You can call me mother, you can say, Mother, I forgive everyone. And you'd feel much lighter. No use carrying the load of not forgiving. This is what is the second condition. I hope you don't mind. If I say that you forgive yourself and forgive others. It will make you much lighter. And this center will open because the Kundalini has to move through these centers. So now you have to put both your hands towards me, like this, towards me. As I told you that you feel it on your fingertips. So what do you feel is the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Sometimes you feel hot. I'll tell you why. But you will feel that, and also you'll feel the cool breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area, which is a soft bone, which was a soft bone in your childhood. So, put both the hands towards me like this. Yeah. Now, please put the right hand towards me, close your eyes, you can take out your spectacles if you like, and put the left hand on top of your fontanelle bone area, not touching the head, away from it. Now, please put the right hand towards me. And feel if there is any cool or hot breeze-like vibrations coming out of your head. Now, please take your left hand towards me like this, place it like this towards me, and put your right hand on top of the fontanelle bone area, above. Now, some people get it far, some people get it close. So just move your hand and see. If it is hot, that means you have not either forgiven yourself or forgiven others. So now you do it. Please forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Please, please. This heat will go away. But if it is hot coming also, doesn't matter. It will cool down after some time. Now again, once again, last. Please put your right hand towards me and left hand on top of the fontanelle bone. Please put down your head. Put down your head. Then you can see. It works better. Don't think. Don't think. Now, please put both the hands towards me like this. And don't think. Watch me. Don't think. It is not mesmerism because I've closed my eyes, all right? Now, please open your eyes. And now, if there's cool breeze coming from down below, then lift it up and put it on top like that. Now, again, put both your hands towards me like this. Don't doubt it. Please don't doubt. Now, raise both your hands towards the sky like this and push back your head. Here you have to ask one of the three questions, 3 times, one of them only 3 times. You can call me Sri Mataji or you can call me Mother. In your heart, please ask, Mother, is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? Push back your head. Another question is, Mother, is this the all-pervading power of divine love? Ask genuinely, with a genuine heart. Third question is, Mother, is this the Parama Chaitanya? Ask any one of these questions 3 times in your heart. Now, please bring down your hand. Now put your both hands towards me and don't think. All those who have felt cool breeze on the fingertips or hot breeze on the fingertips or on the palm or out of the fontanelle bone area, please raise both your hands. That's it. May God bless you all. The whole of Berkeley, God bless you. I'm very thankful to you. I don't know what to say, because you are really deserving people, and that you have felt this all-pervading power. Now you have to just know how to use it, how to help others, how to help yourself. It's very simple. And if you can attend our follow-up programs that they have, you will become master Sahajayogis, I know that. May God bless you. खूब जोरों में पा रहा हूँ. It's tremendous experience.
Follow-ups को announce करवा.
हाँ?
Follow-ups को announce करवा.
अरे सारे के सारे पा रहा हूँ.
You can announce them this way.
Okay, we were so happy to see so many family and friends and business acquaintances and new faces coming to meet Sri Mataji, and we want to thank Sri Mataji so much for coming to the Bay Area and blessing Berkeley. SahajaYoga started here, she said, with 1 student, and now we can hardly believe that she came back after all this time to bless us again and find all the other people that are her children, really. So I just want to reinforce what she's already said so well, that it's so important now to come, if you possibly can, before all our hectic routine and life takes charge again, and come to the follow-ups. They're going to start as of tomorrow, and they're going to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then every other Tuesday from then on. Thursday through Friday, we'll have meetings at the International House. Everybody received these when they came in or found them on their chair. There's 2 flyers. One of them describes the follow-ups. They're at 7:30 in the evening to 9:30 at Sproul Room for the first 2 days. And then Saturday and Sunday, we have an intensive seminar, which I hope as many of you can come to. It's very inexpensive. It just covers the cost of the actual accommodation for the overnight and the meals. There's never any charge whatsoever for any of Sri Mataji's teachings. And we're going to have a wonderful time together where we can really deepen and settle in this meditation technique, which just allows you to get through life, basically. It's just such an incredible tool of transformation, which I myself know I would never have survived without. Yogi Mahajan is here from India. I want to thank him for coming. He'll be here throughout this whole follow-up program to help us and to talk with us and to share all of Sri Mataji's teachings. He is one of the very, very first yogis that Sri Mataji worked with, and he's just full of wisdom and a great person. And I want to thank Matt Malley for supporting this event, and the city of Berkeley for being so understanding of and recognizing the tremendous work Sri Mataji is doing. I want to thank Marcus Nobel from the Nobel Peace family for coming, and the director of United Earth to lend his support for this great work. That's right, and it is an incredible coincidence, although it's not quite so incredible because Sri Mataji has a way of just coming at the right time. This is Juneteenth week, where the celebrations of the freedom of the African American people was truly established. And the great work of Abraham Lincoln was realized that Sri Mataji is actually continuing and really coming to be, so that we're not just free physically but also spiritually, and that we can really transform into spiritual beings and be free from all slavery, subtle and gross. So that's about it. And then Monday and Tuesday after Sunday, we also have the meetings at 7:30 and 9:30. So this white flyer will give you all those details. You'll find a phone number on. Actually, there is not a phone number on here, but at any event, that's where it is, at the I House. So you can always get information there, and just come. There also is a, which one? Oh, well, we'll be handing a pamphlet out as you go out that has phone numbers that you can reach us at if you want to for any additional information. But there's no registration required, just come. And enjoy. You'll really get a lot out of it. The other pamphlet is a blue one, and we ask you, if you have a moment, just to fill it out if you haven't done so already. It'll just help us find out how you came to learn about Sri Mataji and about this program. Lastly, we've got a gift we'd like to give you. You probably saw all the posters that were hung up all over the place. And we saved about 500 so that we could just share it with you. So as you leave, please pick one up, and it'll be a memento from this evening that one day you can show your children and your children's children, and that you came to meet Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, and that will be something so very precious that you'll come to find out. Good evening. Thanks again.